Hi, Zahra. It's Grandma, and I bought you a book. This is my copy of the book. It's called Love You Forever. It's got a picture of a little boy on the front, and look at what he's done. He's made a huge mess. Let's look inside the book and see what he has in store for us. Okay? I'm going to read it to you. This book my sister gave me. It's called Love You Forever. Turn your page and you'll see this picture of a little bear. Now turn your page again and you're going to see this picture. You look at your picture and I'll read you the words. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Now we got to turn the page again. There's the picture. The same one that's on the cover is on the next page. Well, that baby grew. He grew and grew and grew until he was 2 years old. And he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator. And he took his mother's watch and he flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, This kid is driving me crazy. Okay, it's time to turn the page again. But at night time, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room and she crawled across the floor, looked over the side of the bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and she rocked him back and forth and back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. It's time to turn the page again. Well, look at that. That little boy grew and grew and grew until he was 9 years old. And he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. Ooh. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to a zoo. Do you think his mother would really do that? I don't think his mother would really do that. We're turning the page again. We got words on this side, and on this side the picture. But at nighttime, when that big boy was asleep, his mother quietly opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked over the side of the bed, and he was really asleep. She would pick up that 9-year-old boy and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. See the cat there in the bed too? Turning the page. Oh my, look at what the boy's doing now. That boy grew, and he grew and he grew until he was a teenager. And he had strange friends. And he wore strange clothes. And he listened to strange music. And sometimes the mother felt like she was in a zoo. In a zoo. All right, we're turning the page again. There's a piece of pie on this page. And there he is. And there she is. But at nighttime, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room, crawled across the floor, looked over the side of the bed, and if he was really asleep, She picked up that great big boy and she rocked him back and forth, and while she rocked him, she sang, I love you forever, I like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Turning the page again. Well, that teenager grew and grew and grew until he was a grown man, just like your daddy. And he left home and he got a house across town. So this is a picture of the grown man, and he's right there, and he's got people moving his things into his new house. Well, what do you think his mother did? Oh my, what do you think's going to happen now? Sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. And if all the lights were out in her son's house, she opened the bedroom window, crawled across the floor, she used that ladder, looked over the side of the bed, and if that great big man was really, really asleep, she picked him up and she rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever, I like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Well, that mother got older. And she got older and older and older, and one day she called up her son and said, you'd better come see me because I'm old and I'm sick. So her son came to see her. And when he came to the door, she tried to sing the song. She sang, I'll love you forever, I like you always. But she couldn't finish the song because she was too old and sick. And what do you think that boy did? The son went to his mother. He picked her up and he rocked her back and forth, and he sang this song. I love you forever, I like you always. As long as I'm living, my mommy you'll be. And then he went home, and when the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Why do you think he just stood there? Why do you think he just stood there? Because he had a baby too in that room, and he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked her back and forth, and while he rocked her, he sang, I'll love you forever, I'll like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. And I hope that your mom and dad will read you that story a lot and sing the song. And remember, I'll love you forever, I like you always. As long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.